These are all our brothers and sisters. There's 253 veteran signatures on this guitar last time I checked. 12 of them I know are no longer with us. 6 of them to suicide. One of them being one of my best friends, and I'm not talking about best friends in the military. I'm talking about best friends that I grew up with. We played high school football together. He got a full ride, I said this last night, to Berkeley and Florida State. I love him to death. He went to Florida State. His dumbass transferred to Western Kentucky University to hang out with me and my buddies. Because that's how close we were already as friends. We were already brothers. So when 9/11 happened, I enlisted in the Marine Corps. One of my buddies enlisted in the Air Force, went pararescue. Another one of my buddies went in the Army, became a captain. He was with the sappers for the invasion. I went in the Marine Corps, was with 2nd Light Armored Reconnaissance. It's a recon scout to the invasion to Iraq and the Helmand Province. The first Marine killed in Afghanistan is this gentleman right here, Mr. Corporal Payne. And he was ambushed 26 on 5 that night. At the most, we got 8 men, I think, over there, and then we got our LAVs. And then I was injured a month later, breaking my back from L1 to L5, shattering all my lumbars, and just told I'd never walk again. I just walked to prove you can't tell a Marine shit, so it really annoyed me. But I knew then, Ron's mom called me when they got his pictures back on his cameras, and she said, Stephen, or Cochran as they call me, Cochran, there's like 9 pictures of you shitting on ship. Why? Well, Ron was 6'8", so he could see over top of the shitters when they came in, and he would just take pictures of me and was like, dude, when you're famous, I'm gonna blackmail the shit out of you. The man over the shitter guy. Oh, sorry, there it is. So, we come home, we're losing our brothers and sisters to suicide. Matt went into the Navy. I didn't tell you this. Matt went in the Navy, became a Navy SEAL. Came home, Matt lived a mile down the road. I thought, man, this is the guy that I go talk to when I need to dump X. You know, Matt's a SEAL. He gets it. He understands everything. Well, Matt committed suicide a 1.5 years ago. And he tried to call me. And I went over the night before and he pulled a shotgun on me. And I didn't go back. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've done in the military. Navy SEAL pulls a shotgun on you, shit a little bit in your pants. So I couldn't go back the next night. And I thought, you know what, Matt? You're going to have to get through this on your own tonight. And he killed himself. Well, guess what? Survivor's guilt works just as the same way here in this world as it does overseas. And so, you know, I constantly blame myself. What if I picked up the phone? What if I picked up the phone, you know, maybe I'd give him another day. But then they've done the toxology report. Oh, here's where it comes. You know, Matt's a SEAL. He's a hero. Wait a second, there's cocaine in the bloodstream. Wait a second, there's alcohol in the bloodstream. Wait a second, there's steroids in the bloodstream. You know what? Unless you've been to combat, keep your opinions to your fucking self. Because I'll tell you this. No shit. Because I'll tell you this. Adrenaline in combat is like nothing you will ever experience in your life again. Cocaine might simulate it, but it ain't even fucking close. I mean, exactly. It'll knock it off for a little bit and be like, you know what? I feel the same high, but you're nowhere close to going, holy shit, I'm alive. And we just went through that. You know, my story, 9 months before I was in the Battle of the Coil. Does anybody ever know what the Battle of the Coil is? It was the longest sustained combat in Iraq since Vietnam, 13.5 hours. LAR was ambushed by Special Republican Guard. We were just sitting shit up. 13.5 hours later, we're still fighting. 9 months before that, I was in college, and I had to get to class by noon. That was like the only thing I had like on my responsibility level. Now I've got 3 dudes underneath me looking at me like, hey man, what do we do? Because stop loss had ended, and now I'm a team leader as a Lance Corporal, having to get dudes back home alive after 9 months in the Marine Corps. What do we do? Fuck, I don't know. Hide. Dig a hole, put your whole head in it. It's like an ostrich. If they don't hit you in the head, you can live. We got corpsmen and shit. I think that's really some advice I gave to somebody. I was like, hey man, just put your head in the dirt. If they can't hit you in the head, we can probably live this shit out. I'm not trying to be sexy up here. I'm telling you the truth. So nobody wants to write songs about guys who come home and chase that adrenaline rush. Nobody wants to talk about that. It's not sexy. It doesn't make you look like a hero. Bullshit. So we wrote a song about it. If you've ever seen the TV show Ultimate Survival Alaska, Daniel Dean was a sniper on the TV show. He's a Marine Corps sniper, 3 tours to Iraq. Sal Gonzalez was on America's Got Talent. He's an 0331, lost his leg in Iraq, and is a badass. And if you see a movie coming out that's narrated by Billy Bob Thornton, it's called Iron Will. This song is sung by Sal Gonzalez. We 3 got together and wrote it. It's called Whiskey on the Ground. This is how I want to leave you tonight. Because just because we don't fit inside that mold of what you think Captain America should fucking be, guess what? Captain America's a fucking myth. Cartoon. The rest of us, he's a cartoon, exactly. The rest of us got problems. We're not superheroes, but we'll fight and we'll die for everyone in this fucking room. And that's for sure. I love y'all. Thank you, Connecticut, for always giving me just, it's like a homecoming every time I come back. It's called Whiskey on the Ground, y'all. Sitting here half drunk, but not gone's enough to few of the vices I have. Between the cocaine and whiskey, they're both half in me, and strangers asleep on bed. The sunshine cuts through the window, and I reach for my pack of smoke. You live the hell that I've been through. Maybe you try to hide from it too. Yeah, I'm chasing demons one shot at a time. It's when I'm stone sober, they live in my mind, taking me places I don't wanna be, showing me things that I don't need to see. Next time I'm sober, I'll be 6 foot down. But even then, it still won't be over. Pour some whiskey on the ground. So when I came home, they said I needed help. The pills and the alcohol don't mix too well. So I pushed the people who love me away, with no hesitation to self-medicate. When your PhD, man, they don't mean a thing, unless you held a rifle out there next to me. And I'm chasing demons one shot at a time. When I'm stone sober, they live in my mind, taking me places I don't wanna be, show me things that I don't need to see. And this time I'm sober, I'll be 6 foot down. And then it still won't be over. Pour some whiskey on the ground. Pour some whiskey on the ground. And I'm chasing demons one shot at a time. So when I'm stone sober, they live in my mind, taking me places I don't wanna be, show me things that I don't need to see. And next time I'm sober, I'll be 6 foot down. Even then, it still won't be over. Pour some whiskey on, pour some whiskey on the ground. Pour some whiskey on the ground. Pour some whiskey on the ground. Y'all, my name's Stephen Cochran. I want to thank you for coming out tonight. I love Connecticut, man. You always make it feel home. I want to thank you, Concert with Causes.